Little sideways 8 again. You may notice I got a picture of a female Buddha. Because I kind of like looking at this picture because well, it's all inspiring. Anyway, I'm going to tell a story about the Buddha. What happened is, Buddha was one time trying to attain enlightenment or nirvana. And what he was doing is that before he reached nirvana, before he reached enlightenment, Maya, or I think, yeah, Maya, the queen demon of illusion, appeared. And tried tempting Buddha with promises of ruling the world, with promises of being able to marry his daughters, with her daughters, was promised Buddha to have endless riches, all the things he wants. And then Buddha then started threatening directly Buddha himself. Started saying that if he kept going, he would personally harm him. And who was he to command him? Now, he put his palm to the ground and said, I bear you witness. And the Mara and his demons disappeared. His temptress, his daughters, disappeared. Then, according to some stories, tens of thousands, if not millions, of the demons in the sky came down and tried to rip Buddha a new one, try to rip him to pieces. But using the compassion and love he found, he was able to direct this compassion and love to these demons. And you know what happened to it? After he was able to direct all this love to these demons, they vanished. Let's think about this for a second. I do not know if this story is true or not, but let's say if it was true, a guy was able to banish all the evil that in the world that was coming for him, of compassion and love. Now, I don't believe in the supernatural. I only believe what is natural and verifiable. But if you've been listening to my stories about brainwashing and my stories about my childhood and about my mother, you would realize that these people, these SJWs, these Nazis, these bigots, and I'm talking about the bigots in the way the political correct crowd does, they all act like toxic people. I mean, if you were to take them as a whole, they act like if they're demon possessed. And if you comprehended what I was saying, or if you remember what I said, the people who behave like this are because they're emotionally wounded. They're emotionally screwed up. Maybe the demons in this world are nothing more than our emotional baggage. And these people, acting as if they're ravenous demons, were designed or have ideas in their head, just like social justice and political correctness, designed to emotionally wound them and screw them up. And as a result, they act like evil. So, this is what the reason why I'm talking about the story of Buddha, and this is to show you what my theory of objective morality is. It seems those who have yet to address their inner selves and address the wounds within their psyche end up acting like most horrible people ever. And then when they are having this toxicity in their minds made from a shitty childhood, in my case, here's what happened with me. I got the bad baggage because my mom was abused. My mom was abused because my grandfather came home from the war and was traumatized and became a drunk. He abused my mother. Now, who started World War II? Well, that's a debate, but let's say Hitler was responsible. Now, if you read about Hitler, he had a troubled childhood. He was fucked up. He was abused. So, he couldn't function, so he turned crazy. And he managed to become dictator and kill a couple thousand people and start a war, which ended up traumatizing a bunch of people. You see the pattern here. Emotional toxicity, the toxic emotions due to trauma and abuse, seem to be responsible for a lot of the evils and suffering in this world. And I'll just say it straight out, a lot of these people in this, a lot of ideas and a lot of people in this world are like black hat hackers of the human mind. We call them politicians, we call them salesmen, whatever. But they are black hat hackers of the world, of psychology. And just like a black hat hacker, their job is to fuck you up. And when they emotionally screw you up, they have control, and then they can create a hierarchy. And then you create a government, create inequality, you create systematic abuse, then you have war. So to me, it seems like if we deal with our own emotional wounds, and we detoxify from all the ideas that are designed to make us screwy on purpose, and then we encourage other people to do it, maybe we will be capable of compassion and love for once. Because my mother, when she finally was able to deal with her wounds, she became the love mother I've always wanted. She became compassionate, loving, and be more joyful to be around. Maybe if we start dealing with our wounds, we'll become more compassionate and loving to each other. And maybe we'll start banishing all these demons, just like the Buddha did with compassion and loving. We just gotta start with ourselves, then encourage others to do so. And then all this nightmare that we're having will disappear. I certainly believe that. We just gotta learn how to get rid of the toxic emotional baggage within ourselves and help others to attain it too. That's all.